secret codes. Stick around and I'll show you something. For a long time, I've been interested in secret societies such as the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Knights Templar, and others like them. They all had something in common in that there was knowledge, there was wisdom that they kept for themselves, that they would only share to a very elect few. Sometimes the knowledge that they had was so transformational that it could greatly impact the world if it was shared. Secret societies have been formed in the past over even just one piece of information, as it was so immensely valuable to them. The information again was hoarded and guarded and tightly controlled and regulated. Nowadays, all the information is in plain sight, but you won't see it. You won't know unless someone tells you. It reminds me of when we go to the game reserve and we spot out the animals. Look, impala. Look, kudu. Where? In plain sight. Just look closer, camouflaged. Another good example is Bitcoin and how all the keys are in plain sight. You know which key to use? Well, there you go. You've got coins. Problem is that there are so many keys that you could guess for 1 billion lifetimes and not scratch the surface. There is lots of great information, but what you focus on is what is important. I consider even that you listening to this very video is a miracle in of itself, in that you could be hearing 1 billion other things. There is no shortage of information. However, how do you decide on what to focus on next when there is so much? What to read, what to listen to, who to listen to? Some believe that the second flood has come, but it's a psychological flood, and many of us are drowning in the waters and are drifting away. And very quickly, it can leave us worried. It can leave us anxious, not knowing what to do next, drowning, so much to do. Again, having all the information in the world can make you feel powerless, and sometimes if you don't have the discipline to focus, to narrow it down, to work on one thing at a time. Again, how do you know what to focus on? It comes down to what is important to you in your life, and what are your goals, and what is it that you want to achieve. I believe that figuring out how you can show up the best you can should be a number one focus. How can I be better today than I was yesterday? A little bit smarter, a little bit fitter, a little bit healthier, perhaps get better sleep. How? You can have access to all the books in the world, but if you don't focus on it on a daily basis, then you don't have any power at all. The information is not as powerful as it could be. We firstly need to become very sensitive to the sources of data, the material that we have. We have to filter it out and decide what we should listen to. One of the very first things that several success experts say is to stay away from social media and the news, in that it will just massively affect your productivity. Naturally, your focus should be around those things that are important to you, and that in this attention economy, we are very distracted so easily. I remember when I started buying books a few years ago, if the title said anything of success or self-improvement or money, I would buy it. I would think, come on, this guy has to know something. And as I kept buying more books, I didn't have the time to read through them. So a great tool that I leaned on was book summaries where other people had read books and they had distilled them into really detailed summaries and have kind of filtered it, and they gave really good reviews on it. Yeah, they gave their interpretation of it, and from there I could learn about the books a lot quicker, and I could then decide which I should focus my attention on, which should I dig deeper, which should I read through over and over again so I can become a master in it. So back to the rules, the keys, the laws and the hacks and the codes. How can you find them easier? Well, it's a lot easier if other people have found them first. So let a coach or a guide show you how to get access to the things that really can help transform your life. In the end, with all these success books, it always came down to the same thing. To make positive changes, you have to go and do something. Be creative. Focus that energy of yours like a magnifying glass on a single focal point, using your energy in a positive way to achieve your goals. So to end, consider speeding up your learning process by getting access to hundreds of book summaries where others have distilled them, and through that you can find out which you should go through in more detail. And that, I believe, a tool like that can really help you. And I've left a link in the description where you can use the tool for yourself and you can give it a test, and I'd really love to hear what you think and to see how it's impacted you. And yeah, until later, keep well.